Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen Hoffman and I am a mother of three who loves thrifting, homemaking, and intentional living. If this is your first time here, welcome. We've got so many new subscribers and I am just so excited. I actually hit 10,000 this week, which is just unimaginable. And I just want to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you guys who have just like stuck with me. I seriously appreciate it so much. Okay. So I wanted to point out a precious question that somebody asked me on my Instagram this week. If you don't follow me, you can find me at Kristen K. Hoff. But somebody messaged me this week and she was like, "Hi, can you please give me some tips as to how you keep your house looking so neat all the time?" And the answer is that it does not look neat nearly ever. In fact, I should give you a small home tour right now. Take a look at this place. We are mid-packing season, but we've got just a table full of junk and clothes and boxes everywhere. Can you guys see that? That is what my house looks like right now. So hopefully that gives you guys a little peace of mind. My home doesn't look beautiful all the time, and neither does yours. Especially when we're moving. I try to give myself some grace, but man, it's been like a maze going through this house. I honestly feel so bad. Our dog, she's had a cone on and she's just been knocking into everything. But I've done a little bit of thrifting over the last few weeks. I'm trying to be conservative because we are in a little bit of a situation. We are trying to fit our entire contents of our home into one car space in my dad's garage. For those of you who have been following along kind of with our story, we are going to be moving this month, and the girl who bought our house needs to be in 10 days before we close on our home that we bought. And so we're gonna have 10 days where we don't have anywhere to live. We need to find a place to put all of our things during that time. We can't just move from one house to the other. We have to move from this house into my dad's garage and then into the new house. And so it's funny because so many people are like, "Don't purge, like you have so much space to fill out." And it's like, well, yes, but we literally need to pack an insane amount of stuff into a very small space. And so we have just been selling things. As Dave Ramsey says, we're selling so much that the dog thinks he's next. I've actually been doing some thrifting, but light thrifting. I'm trying not to get crazy here. It's hard because I've just been on Marketplace. I'm like, I want to get all the things for the house. I want to buy this and that and this and that, but we don't have any space for it. So I'm trying to be conservative here. All right. Okay. So there's our quick life update. Yeah. So let's get started shopping. Part of me wonders if I should have picked up these shoes, but when I found these other ones, oh my gosh, they just didn't even compare. I really like this peg rack. I actually kept it in my cart for a long time, all the way up to the register, but then I wasn't sure about how the edges curved on it, and I decided to pass on it. If I could, I would go back and get this blue plate. I thought that this bird was so beautiful. Here I was thinking that these flour sack towels were so special. Yeah, it turns out that they're actually like a Goodwill brand that they are not special at all. I didn't show it in the haul because I had already taken it to my dad's house to be put in his garage, but I actually did get this bird print. I just thought it was gorgeous and I cannot wait to hang it in our new house. I also thought that this lamp base was just beautiful. And to be honest, I probably should have picked it up, but I just didn't know where I'd put it, and so I decided to pass. I've seen a lot of people collecting these shoe stretchers or shoe sizers. I'm not really sure what they are. Again, I don't really have a place for them, and they were $7. I actually picked up this nativity scene and carried it with me for almost the entire time I was in the store. And I decided that if I'm going to invest in another one, I would like it to be larger and not just more pieces. I saw these hooks and it's cool because they kind of look like the ones that I currently have, but there was no patina to them and I wasn't sure if they were real brass. I loved this huge mirror, but I just don't know if I wanted to try to transport it along with everything else that we own. These beds, if I was looking for twin size beds, I would have absolutely gotten these. Actually, I don't know why I didn't. I like these better than the current ones we have. These chairs were also so cool. They were kind of pricey, but I wasn't a huge fan of the orange, so left them behind. I loved this Currier and Ives cup. I probably would have picked it up had it not had the gold rim around the outside. I microwave my coffee like 8 times a day, so the metal in there would not do well. This cup is so close to my very favorite mug, but I left it behind because it was a little bit too close. And these bird mugs were all so beautiful. I really wanted to take all 4 of them. I thought this print was so cute, especially because we have 3 girls. I found some cool knit sweaters. I wound up trying on a bunch of them, but none of them really seemed to work for me. There's this little granny one, I thought was cute. The second one I really considered for a long time, but it had this weird belt loop, and it wasn't particularly cheap. It was still $6. This linen one too, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it because I thought it looked really cool, but I just decided that I have more linen pieces at home that I like better than this one, so I decided to leave it behind. I thought this jacket looked so cool. And this one I liked, but man, it was so itchy. Okay, well, like I said, I've been trying to be good, but I have a few things to show you. This might be my last haul before we move. We're gonna be actually displaced for 10 days, and then it's going to take like 30 days for our contractors, guys, to work on our house. The house needs to be painted and the floors need to be refinished, which is gonna be ridiculously expensive, but it's not anything I've ever done before, and I'm just not in the season of life where I'm a DIYer. You know, I've got 3 kids at home full time, so I won't be doing that. During this time, we're gonna be staying with family members, basically couch surfing. When we go to Springfield, Missouri, I might try to go on some thrift trips when I'm down there too. And so I'll take you guys with me when I do that. But for now, let's take a look at what I found at the thrift stores. So I think I'm gonna start out with my Goodwill outlet finds. I found this cute little Stuart Little book, which the girls loved the movie, and so I thought it'd be nice to read the books. We try to read. There are seasons where we read every night, and there are other seasons where things just get crazy and all of a sudden it's time for bed. I'm excited for this. I know that they're really gonna like this one. I also found this little basket. This one is not in great condition, but I'm going to be moving into a new space and organizing lots of stuff. And like I said, in the past, I've bought a lot of like rounder baskets, or like baskets where I really liked the weave a lot, but then they weren't nearly as functional as I needed them to be. And I feel like you can really maximize your space by using a right angle, square edged rectangle basket. Again, I got it from the outlet, so it was probably like $1 or something like that. Okay, while I was there, this is gonna be ridiculous to you guys, but I actually found a ton of this garland. I'm not always one to pick up a ton of garland, but I loved how realistic this looked. And so I really like that. I figured we're gonna have more kind of like flat spaces to decorate in this new house, whether it's like above the kitchen countertops or whatnot. And so I figured I would pick this up. Again, it weighs next to nothing. So I figure if I don't use it, then I spent hardly any money on it. And it looks really large, but it can be crumpled up really tight and it doesn't matter at all. And then also kind of a funky thing that I got was this pillowcase. And to be truthful, I didn't really buy it for any particular reason, but I liked the fabric of it. I was thinking about possibly like reupholstering the seat for our bedroom furniture or something like that. Not that I would necessarily use this one, but I like to have like some scrap vintage linens to be able to use. I mean, even if I did just use it as a pillowcase, it's nice to just have it on hand. So I'm gonna keep this with my little fabrics that I have, which I don't have a whole lot, but I like that I have a growing little stockpile. Okay, so moving on from the Goodwill outlet, I don't think I took any footage of that, and I apologize. Sometimes I just like stop in and I don't film anything. I'm just like, oh, well, I've got 5 minutes, let me look in here. And it's always like when I have all day, I find nothing. And then when I have 5 minutes, I find everything. Then I went to the Goodwill over in like North O. Literally, my mind was blown with the things that I found there. Josh can tell you because he's seen me looking online for forever, but I have been looking for like the perfect Chelsea boot. And I told Josh, I was like, no, I want like a cognac. I want it to be real leather. I want them to look like worn and rugged and I just could not find anything. He wanted to buy me a really pretty pair of Chelsea boots that were from J. Crew that have like a kind of a high heel, and I've been wearing those, but because the heel is so high, they don't always work for just like running out the door, you know? But while I was there, first, I found these little cuties for Rosie, and they're so cute. All around, they're in great condition, and she just thought they were so cool. But then right after that, like literally almost right next to them, I found these. These are called Born boots, and I looked them up, and this exact pair is still online, and it retails for $155. There is like a little like piece out of here that got scuffed, it looks like somehow, but overall, look at those. This is literally my favorite style boot, and I found it in the men's section too. I was like, oh my gosh, are these gonna be ginormous? But they're not. They're women's size 8.5, which I wear like 8.5 or a 9, and so they were a little bit tight kind of the first day that I wore them, but every day after that they've kind of like loosened and formed to my foot. And so now I've just been wearing them like every single day. They don't hurt me at all. These I got for $5.99, and the little guys I got for $3.99. So I have to show you this conversation that I had between one of my best friends, Marissa. I'll even link her Instagram, Fred's at Home, because she is an awesome follow. She's an amazing mother who raises like chickens and kids, and she bakes these amazing, beautiful cakes that look like pieces of art. She's just an amazing person. She's like 5 years younger than me, but I always say when I grow up, I want to be Marissa. Anyway, she knows me so well. And I know I spoke about this on the video that I uploaded last week, but we have these bentwood chairs. We've got 4 of them, and I was looking for 2 more, like best case scenario, 4 more, in order to go on our very long dining room table that we're going to have at the new house. I have literally looked in Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, all the way down to Arkansas, trying to see if anywhere I could find bentwood chairs like these. I was talking to my friend Marissa, I'm like, dude, I've looked everywhere for months, cannot find these things. I was trying to look up some different options to find some other chairs that were possibly made out of the same type of wood, but weren't the same bentwood. Finally, I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna find bentwood chairs. There's just no way. And so I thought, what would be my second favorite option? And my second favorite option was the ladder back antique like straw bottom chairs. I don't even know what you call these. I started looking them up on Marketplace. I couldn't find any on Marketplace really, and the only ones that I did find were gonna be like $200 for a set of 4 or something like that, you know, which is not bad, I guess, for those who are reselling them, but it's just way more money than I have, you know? I basically was like, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna have to like give up. Maybe we just live with 4 chairs at this massive dining table. My whole Facebook Marketplace feed was just like chairs, 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 chairs. And so I was like, okay, well, let's go with ladder back. I really like these. I think they can look really cool. And so I went to Goodwill the other day. As I was walking with my little boots in my cart, I walked over, and oh my gosh, you guys, the ladder back chairs that I saw, all of them were like black, or they were like new but kind of made to look old, you know, but like not like actual vintage. Look here. Y'all, I found a set of 4 of these, like, what do you call this? I want to say like thatched ladder back chairs? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. There was 4 of these, and they were $7.99 a piece. Not once had I ever found anything that was this nice on Facebook Marketplace, not even for $200. And I found it at Goodwill. You guys, here's the freaky part, okay? I buy these chairs. I'm like, what the heck? The Lord provides literally the chair that I am looking for. This is like my dream set of chairs right here, other than my bentwood chairs. I buy 4 of these for $7.99 a piece. I get home and I find 2 of these on Facebook Marketplace, literally within like 30 minutes. I've been looking for months, and I found both of these chairs within 30 minutes of each other. It was just crazy. So there's only 2 of these. There's 4 of the other ones, but it's hilarious because I messaged the girl asking her if I could pick these up, and then like moments later, Marissa, my wonderful and dear friend, texts me and she said, you know what? If you don't do those bentwood chairs in your dining room, you should do something like this. And she sends me a photo of those ladder back chairs, like literally the ones that I was considering getting before I found these. And then a few minutes later, she's like, oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe it. Look. And then she sent me the same marketplace ad for these. And I was like, Marissa, you will never guess it. I was like, number one, and I sent her a picture of all these chairs in my garage. And I said, and number two, I already messaged her and I'm gonna get them. So Marissa, if you're watching, I love you. And I just love that we literally have the same brain. It's kind of good every once in a while to have like your friend who loves all the same things that you do. Yeah, I'm not kidding you. The Lord keeps providing. The other day I went out, I was wearing this jacket, which I've had for a little while, and I found it in the back of my closet when I was packing away coats, and I wore it and I was like, you know what? This is a cool jacket. Like, I've always loved this kind of like same cognac color that I was talking about, that leather. But as I was looking at it, I was like, you know, I don't think that this is real leather. I looked at it, it's not. And I was like, you know what? Wouldn't that be so cool if I could find something that was like this, but that was real leather? Y'all, this is like 3 days ago. Yesterday, I went to a different Goodwill in Westo, and what did I find? This. This is a real leather coat that looks just like this fake leather coat, except for that it's made of real leather. And this was $9.99, and it is seriously, it just looks dope. It's cool. I love it. I'm like super excited. I wore it on a date last night that Josh and I had. We went on the first date we've had in like 8 months. It's a whole thing, okay? Like, we're terrible about going on dates, especially me. I'm like so practical. I'm like, we don't need to be spending that kind of money. Who has the time to try to find people to watch our kids? Anyway, I found it. And again, y'all, the Lord just keeps providing. It's not just like the things that I actually need, but it's just even just thoughts that are in my mind. Like, man, I wish that I had a real leather jacket as opposed to a fake leather jacket. Wouldn't that be great if I could find it? I basically found the exact same jacket, but a real one. So I'm gonna sell the fake one, keep the real one. And last, yesterday, I found a couple of awesome mugs. I actually found one that was very similar to my all-time favorite mug. I wound up not getting it just because it was so close, and I know that I like my other one the best. I liked it better, and so there's no reason to buy one that's very similar to it, but slightly different, you know, if I like this one better. I don't need that extra stuff in my life. However, I did find all of those really pretty Christmas mugs. For a long time, I was carrying around all 4 of them. But then again, I decided I don't need 4 of basically the same mug. I love mugs and I want to keep collecting them, and I need the space for it. I know that I'm going to wind up getting rid of these other 3 at some point, so I just need to pick my favorite one. So I wound up picking this pretty cardinal. They might be my favorite bird, honestly. We have a lot of them in the wintertime here in Nebraska, and I just thought it was so beautiful, and I'm gonna add it to my like Christmas collection, which is now 2 mugs. I got the Santa mug earlier this year, and now I have this one. And that is all that I have for you today. You guys, I'm sorry about this light. This keeps being like right in my face. Again, thank you so much for the 10,000 mile mark. That is just mind-blowing. I cannot believe that that's even happened. There's so many people who even like to listen to me talk. Y'all, I'm so excited to move in this new house. I'm actually, the feels are starting to settle in with us leaving this house. I do not want to go. I love this home, but that's okay. There's so much changing. We're getting a new car too with a 3rd row in it. I don't know what's happening here. For somebody who hates spending money, we are like hemorrhaging money right now. But it's all for the good. Our kids are gonna grow. We're gonna need that 3rd row. We'd love to have another baby soon. Life changes sometimes, and we just have to grow with it. And sometimes you start a YouTube channel. This has also been a big change this year, having this, and I've loved it. I've loved having you guys with me through every step of it. Let me know what kind of house is your dream house, what kind of house you live in, how many times you've moved, all that good stuff. I would love to know. Anyway, guys, well, thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you in Springfield. Bye.